If you've been shopping around for an electric scooter lately, you already know the market is packed with options at every price point. One brand that's been catching my attention again is Awesome, especially since we've already put some of their scooters through their paces. This time, I want to talk to you about their latest model, the Awesome L1, and honestly, this one might surprise you. Let's start with the price, because that's usually the first question everyone asks. The L1 comes in at under $650, or about 570 euros, which is pretty wild when you consider what you're getting. Even better, if you're thinking about grabbing two, maybe one for you and one for your partner or a family member, you're still looking at around $1,200 total. For a full suspension scooter in this category, that's a seriously solid deal. If Awesome sounds familiar, it's probably because you remember the DT2 Pro we tested earlier. That thing was an absolute monster, dual motors, crazy speed, and enough power that I actually had to wear motorcycle gear while riding it. The DT2 Pro is still sitting around the $1,200 mark, and while it's a blast, it's definitely overkill for some riders. The L1, on the other hand, feels like a more approachable, everyday version of that same awesome DNA. Now, the L1 doesn't try to compete with the DT2 Pro in raw power, but it still holds its own. It runs a rear-mounted 800-watt motor that can push you up to about 28 miles per hour. That's plenty fast for city riding, and according to Awesome, it can handle hills with grades up to 47%. If you live in a hilly area, that alone makes this scooter worth a look. Powering the whole setup is a 48-volt battery with a 15.6 amp-hour capacity, tucked neatly into the deck. Awesome claims a range of up to 44 miles on a full charge, which is more than enough for daily commuting. When you think about how far most people travel in a day, this easily covers your needs and then some. When it comes to riding, the L1 uses a finger throttle, just like the DT2 Pro, and it does require a small push to get going. That might sound minor, but it actually gives you better control and prevents accidental launches. The display looks familiar too, which makes the whole experience feel like a simplified, more user-friendly take on the DT2 Pro. And honestly, that's a good thing. Comfort is another area where Awesome really shines. The L1 features full suspension with dual arms, one at each wheel, which does a great job of soaking up bumps in rough pavement. Add to that the 10-inch vacuum rubber tires, and you've got a ride that feels smooth and planted, even on less than perfect roads. With decent ground clearance, most everyday obstacles aren't going to be an issue. Safety hasn't been overlooked either. You get both front and rear brakes, plus ABS, which is something you don't always see at this price. The frame itself is made from steel, so yes, it's a bit on the heavy side at around 62 pounds, but that also means it feels sturdy and confidence-inspiring. The scooter folds down too, making it easier to carry into elevators or public transport, assuming you're ready for a bit of a workout. Finish it off with adjustable handlebars, comfortable grips, turn signals, an anti-slip deck, and an IP54 rating for dust and water resistance, and you've got a very complete package. All things considered, the Awesome L1 feels like another win for the brand, especially at this price point. If you get the chance to test one, I definitely recommend it. Just don't wait too long, because these tend to sell in limited batches.